give a brief introduction about yourself.
I belong to Chandoli, which was earlier part of Varanasi, Uttar Pradesh. I have completed my graduation from Banaras Hindu University in agriculture. Currently, I am pursuing a master's degree in agriculture. My interest is in playing cricket, watching stand-up comedy shows, and sometimes listening songs. Thank you, sir.
Okay, that's very nice. So, what do you think? What are the issues arising, or what are the issues with respect to agrarian sector in India?
So the problem with the agriculture sector is that we have to address the basic issues of marginal farmers. In India, nearly about 85% of the farmers are marginal farmers, and they have very fraction of lands. They have not aggregate land. That's why I think this is the problem, as well as research and development programs in agriculture is up to not that marks which is needed at present. The repealing of the three farm laws are a setback to the agriculture. What I personally believe, being an agriculture graduate and having interaction with the local farmers, assessing their problems, I think that these three farm laws were watershed moment in the history of agriculture, because it provides an opportunity for the local farmers, for the small and marginal farmer, especially for them, so that they do not become the culprit of the middleman as well as the big businessman. They can go for cooperative farming, they can go for a contract farming, they can sell their produce to the any state without levying any kind of taxes on them. I think, sir, these are the problems in agriculture sector, and sir, I personally hurt by the repealing of the three farm laws.
Okay.
इसके साथ ही साथ फ्रेंड्स आप इस बुक को ले सकते हो, जो आप सभी के लिए काफ़ी ज़्यादा हेल्पफुल होगी, स्पेशली इंटरव्यू के लिए आपकी। इसमें आपको 100+ इंटरव्यू से रिलेटेड क्वेश्चन आंसर मिल जाएंगे, जिनको आप प्रैक्टिस कर सकते हो, जो कि आपके एग्जाम में ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा पूछे जाने के चांसेस है। आपके इंटरव्यू में मोस्ट प्रोबेबली ये क्वेश्चन पूछे जा सकते हैं। ऐसे सारे क्वेश्चन यहाँ पे आपको एक सीरीज मिल जाएगी क्वेश्चन की। साथ ही साथ यहाँ पे आपको करंट और सिक्योरिटी रिलेटेड टॉपिक्स भी मिलेंगे इसी बुक में। आपको अलग से कुछ प्रिपेयर करने की जरूरत नहीं है। सारे जितने भी रिसेंट करंट एंड सिक्योरिटी रिलेटेड इश्यूज है वो सारे के सारे इस बुक में कवर किए गए हैं। साथ ही साथ जो है आपको ये लोएस्ट कॉस्ट में आपको ये बुक मिल जाएगी। एडिशनल आपको 30% डिस्काउंट भी मिल जाएगा। तो डिस्क्रिप्शन में दोस्तों लिंक दिया गया है, वहां से जाके आप इस बुक को ले सकते हो और अपनी प्रिपरेशन को और बेहतर तरीके से कर सकते हो। राइट फ्रेंड्स?
So, what do you think? Why this organization is suitable for you?
So because I think, sir, I possess all the desirable quality which is required in this job. I think, so my communication skill during my graduation period, throughout my graduation period, extension education as a subject in all the 4 years, as well as journalism was a subject in my 3rd year, and in the last year I have a practical program throughout the 2 semesters. But because of COVID circumstances, I was not able to attend the second practical semester. But during the first semester, I used to visit the local villages, and I was the leader of that group, and I used to ask the question of the questionnaire, and my affable nature, my communication skill, and my leadership are the qualities which I think that, and also I am so much cooperative. So I think that these are the qualities which I think it will be good for IB.
Okay. So, won't you think your knowledge of your agriculture or agrarian sector will go in vain?
No, sir, I don't think so. My experience throughout my graduation, as well as my communication skills, as well as my communication extension knowledge, my favorite subject throughout my graduation was extension knowledge, and I have particularly choose journalism as a subject in my 3rd year. So I think my affable nature, my connectivity to the locals, my experience of my practical knowledge will helpful in IB.
Okay, that's very nice. Can you elaborate what are the recent issues with respect to OTT platforms in India, or what needs to be done to govern these type of programs?
So the kind of content which is displayed on the OTT platform, for example, in some cases it was threatened by some people that it is threatening about the communal sentiment. It is hurting the communal sentiment in a OTT platform. It was Begum Jan. I'm not exactly getting it. It shows about a girl which was of minor age, and she was consuming drugs. That gives a negative impact on the youngster, as well as the kind of scenes on the OTT platform that are that are harmful for the youth. That is why I think so the strict law must to be bring by the government to avoid any kind of this kind of issues.
Okay. So, what is the present scenario with respect to that, or what are the rules or steps taken by the government to control that? Are you aware of?
No, sorry.
Okay, no issues. Can you elaborate how the technology is facilitating the terrorism in India?
Yes, sir. Since the advent of internet and social media, terrorist organizations get the easy platform to propagate their propaganda in terms of fake news, radicalizing the youth, in terms of connecting to them, activating their sleeper cells, as well as providing them funds, training them through the internet, through the social media, or connecting themselves with the internet is quite easier for them, that they will not easily be so we say, sir, मैं हिंदी में बोल दूं?
Okay, you can.
सर अगर वो इंटरनेट के आने से ये इशू हुआ कि सर वो जो टेररिज्म है उनको अपना आइडियोलॉजी जो है, अपना आइडिया है, जो अपना प्रोपेगेंडा है, उसको वो इजीली प्रोपेगेट कर ले रहे हैं। और उसके अलावा सर वो रेडिकलाइजेशन हुआ, या जो कनेक्टिविटी है वो ट्रांसबाउंडरी कनेक्टिविटी है वो बढ़ गया है। इसकी वजह से सर क्या है कि जो फेक न्यूज के फॉर्म में या मॉफ इमेज के फॉर्म में या तो फिर फेक वीडियोस के फॉर्म में वो रेडिकलाइज किए जा रहे हैं, और इनको कनेक्टिविटी को तोड़ने का कोई जरिया नहीं सर वो, क्योंकि वो बहुत ही सेफ टाइप का है और ट्रांसबाउंडरी क्राइम को बढ़ा रहा है, टेररिज्म को।
Okay. Are you aware of what is biodiversity and what are the present threats with respect to biodiversity in India?
The biodiversity basically means the presence of different species in a specialized environment. Threats to biodiversity, I think so, the rampant deforestation, overpopulation, industrialization, lack of afforestation.
Okay. What are the threats involved in with respect to internal security or cyber security, or what was the recent Pegasus issue?
So the Pegasus issue was about malware. It was a malware. It is used for spying. It is a malware. It is used with negative thoughts. May I speak in English? Hindi.
Okay.
सर पेगासस एक मालवेयर टाइप का है सर, उसमें स्पाइंग का एक तरीका है सर। वो बड़े बड़े बिजनेस में, बड़े बड़े पॉलिटिशियंस का और जर्नलिस्ट के मोबाइल में उसको इंस्टॉल किया गया था। सॉरी सर।
Now, can you explain what the government expect from media during the crisis or during the terrorist attacks or terrorist situation, and why media sometimes behave very irresponsible sometimes?
सर जब भी टेररिस्ट अटैक होता है, मीडिया बिना वजह को उसको हाइप करने की कोशिश करता है, और अवेयरनेस क्रिएट करने के बजाय वो उसको और हाइप करके और नेगेटिव थॉट्स लोगों के मन में लाता है। ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए। मीडिया को अपना रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी समझना चाहिए। फोर्थ स्टेट है, फोर्थ पिलर है, और उसको सर उस समय पर अवेयरनेस क्रिएट करना चाहिए, और जो वहाँ के लोकल्स हैं उनके अंदर उनको समझाना चाहिए कि वहां से डायरेक्शन के थ्रू वो किस तरह से हेल्प कर सकते हैं और ऐसे सिचुएशन में किस तरह से रिएक्ट करना चाहिए।